RadioBus.com now presents Facebook Live.
Tonight on Rockin' Racing, special guests include Darrell Gwynn, Ray Martin, as well as Randy Winkle, live with Joe Walla. Let's get things fired off right here. It's Rockin' and Racing, live with Joe Walla and myself, Chris Seward. Or who do we have online?
This is Darrell Gwynn.
Darrell Gwynn, there he is, Joe.
You're gonna have to turn him up. I can't hear him.
Go ahead.
Hey, Darrell.
Hey guys, how's it going? Can you hear me all right?
There you go.
Not really.
You can hear him now.
I can't hear him. Could you just bring him up?
Yeah, you can hear him now. Go ahead.
Testing 1, 2, 3. You hear me all right?
I can't. What's going on with our phones?
You want me to call back?
Oh, there you go. We got you now.
No.
We got you. Chris is just playing games tonight. I'm going to reach through the phone and strangle him.
No games. Do you hear both of you guys?
Difficulties?
Yeah, it's called
difficulties tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like brain power. How are you, brother? Good to have you on.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. It's good to be on.
It's been a long time coming, man. I used to watch you in Pomona all the times, and when you used to race back in the day, that's when I first discovered that we actually had an NHR drag racing on the West Coast in the late '80s and the '90s. So, always been a fan of you, brother, and it's good to have you on.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, Pomona has a lot of great memories for me, and I love that place. It's one of my favorite places, and fortunate enough to have a lot of success there. But I'm sure because this is a week or two before Gainesville, and it's kind of my hometown race, even though I don't race anymore, I'm sure we want to talk about the 50th annual Emily Oil Gator Nationals, because if any of you listeners aren't planning on going, you really, really should, because there's only 150th, and NHRA's really learned how to maximize these anniversaries, and I think they're going to do a really, really good job with this one, and you're going to see a lot of people there that you haven't seen in a long time, and it's there's only 150th, and it's going to mean a lot, so you should go.
Yeah, I see a lot of people are already chiming in, man. You got a lot of fans tonight calling in, and they're all saying hi, Darrell, and they can hear, they can read, they're all checking in. Yeah, they definitely want to go down and get down to Gainesville for sure. They said you're the real Miami sound machine.
Oh my gosh, that's old school. But you know, who doesn't want to come to Florida in like March? You know, it's cold everywhere else, and it's always a great place, great venue, and I hope we have great weather. They're going to have a lot of legends there, and I'm going to have all my merchandise stuff there, and we're going to do the track walk, and a lot of cool festivities planned for the 50th.
This will be pretty good. Cindy Gibbs said Ace and I will see you there, so that's cool. They'll be out to Gainesville to see you, Ace McCulloch. So that'd be good. Yeah. Well, he's one of the legends, of course, and you know, it's nice to be in the company of some of these guys that were my heroes growing up. I hate to make them sound old, but I happen to be one of the younger ones that got included in this group. I you know, at least my nickname still holds. Everybody calls me the kid when they see me. So if they're calling me the kid at 57, I'm still doing okay, I guess. Yeah, it's you and me both at the same age there, youngsters. Yeah. Well, when they first started calling me the kid, I was like 19. So it's dragged on pretty good. I kind of like it actually now. Well, you know, if you could stay youthful and keep that youthful feeling, that's all that matters at the end of the day. That's what I keep saying. One day maybe I'll get a haircut and look like a real man. Well, why change it up? Yeah, why? That's what I say. I know you got a lot of history, and I had some people ask a couple of questions, but I want to start at the beginning of your career and let you tell the story. I read a little bit about things here and there, and people are saying, "Hey, talk about fishing and stuff." I know we'll sidetrack everything, I guarantee you. But what got you started besides Dad? Was Dad always somebody around there to get you started into drag racing?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the catalyst is growing up around it. That was one of the major things, and the other major things was, as I think about, reflecting on my career, I was just a normal kid, and I didn't even want to go to college. I was so interested in racing, and I happened to be at the right time, at the right place with the right people. And when I was young, in the 70s, when I was a teenager and earlier years, I was hanging around people like, Dale Armstrong and Ken Vinnie and Don Garlitz and my dad and these people, and became friends with these people at early ages, and kind of aligned myself with these people, and it just kind of I was very fortunate to be in a place where these guys were friends with my dad's, and they'd come down and stay at our house, and we'd race together on the weekends. And, me and Armstrong became so close. He bought me my first helmet and gloves and boots and stuff when I got my license. So I mean, I go back a long ways with a lot of these guys, and quite frankly, my career, even though it did end in 1990, with the people that I was hanging around and the people that I was associated with, was basically an A team. I mean, I should have won every race. You know what I mean? It's just those are the kind of people that the wisdom and the experience was rubbing off of. So I was very fortunate.
Yeah, those guys are definitely legends. Ken Vinnie for sure, and definitely your pops. I know your pops was running alcohol before you ran into Top Fuel, correct?
Oh yeah, he ran gas and then alcohol and was world champion '69. But yeah, I mean, basically I told him one day when I was a teenager that I wanted to try that AA altered out, and of all things, the first race car to drive. I'd never been down a racetrack in my whole life, other than my little front engine junior dragster they built for me in the '60s, which was, by the way, the first ever junior dragster.
Cool.
Now there's pictures of it on my website there, but I started out in the AA altered, and kind of things just kind of blossomed from there, and had few good outings, and then things ended there. Went to alcohol dragster, and the very first race I went to in alcohol dragster was Indy in 1980, and I got runner-up, and that's kind of how the whole thing, kind of blossomed from there.